Hey everybody, it's Dallas and welcome back to the LunchTable podcast. Here with us today we have the same group of guys. Everybody say hi.
Hey, what's up?
Hi.
Well,
Hello.
And by hi I mean say your names.
Well, you didn't even say your name. Well,
I said,
you said your real
hi,
name.
I'm Dallas.
That's such a
Welcome
lie.
to the LunchTable podcast. This
that's
is a
the
Brad
opposite.
intro.
here we go
A
again.
Brad intro. Didn't last
so
time you
short.
introduce yourself as Quillen
Yes.
and where your fish?
Yep.
Except that was
Okay.
gay, so we cut that.
Well,
Yep.
I agree.
Except that was gay. So
okay. Well, I'm Elijah, also known as
5'7".
5'7". Yes.
5'7".
PK MN Brawler, 123. Because numbers had to be in there.
It didn't have to be.
Yes, they did.
All right.
I guess
Bigger dummy.
I'm Blake. I'm Phantom Operator.
Bigger dummy number one.
No,
I'm
one
Spencer.
cares. No one cares.
I'm Spencer.
Conehead.
Swear to
You're
God.
crazy, Whatever.
And I'm Jeremiah, the best of them all, at MoodyCow445.
He looks better because he doesn't have anything on the inside.
I don't know why you guys are giving your Minecraft names out. It's really stupid.
Not my.
My
That was my YouTube channel.
Well, Elijah, you don't count. Everybody else,
They're
yeah.
the same.
I was gonna say. Oh wait. If YouTube
Except for
channel.
mine.
All right. YouTube channel purple.com.
Blake
All
did
the
his
mine's
Minecraft
Jolly
name.
Whatever.
All right.
I need to actually make. I
So-
need to make a new channel.
The topic.
Thanks, Jolly.
Okay, guys. The topic for tonight. We have 5 games that Elijah discovered were the 5 big games to talk about at E3, and then I
Which
included a
happened
6th.
a month ago.
Mario.
I understand that E3 was almost a month ago, but now we've had time to
And
process.
that we're just now. Yeah.
Process.
So the first
We
game,
just now remember.
the first game, I'm gonna read off the description, guys. So, it's
Yeah.
called Thief, and an online reporter says, in the upcoming Square Enix game Thief, that's a great way to start. Square Enix. You play a bloke named Garrett, whom a developer told me is the super greatest bestest of the bestest thief ever. I tell you what, Garrett is pretty
That's pretty
exceptionally at
badass.
stealing stuff.
He's the
People-
bestest of the bestest.
People label some of the games I enjoy murder simulators, so it's a nice to check out. It's nice to check out a thief simulator to mix things up a bit. I wasn't all that excited when this reboot was announced, as I had no connection to the original game, but the demonstration at E3 got me very keen to play it.
All right. Already, I've identified somewhat of an Assassin's Creed type game. I'm already getting a strong hint of that.
Hitman.
Hitman.
That was in there. It says very reminiscent of Dishonored.
Oh, I've heard that. Yep.
Oh, okay.
So
So
I've
is
never
it
played
is it like the
and
the
it
one
says
that follows
hiding
in the
bodies
shadow?
out of sight is a good idea too, Hitman style, to make sure other baddies are still alive don't get upset.
So we're just copying all these good games and hopefully
Yeah.
people will like this one.
Well, Thief was an older game, if I remember right, and then this is a revamp of the game with like high quality stuff. So
I didn't even know those two games
So
were
what is
related.
the gameplay like? Is it
Yeah.
like first
Is that-
person or
Or is this just like rumors released?
It's a second person.
second person?
shut up, Blake.
Okay, they have lost the game.
We need to make a second person
Um,
game, guys.
That's
be
very,
fun.
very
just so we can advertise that.
It seems a bit like Skyrim,
First, second person.
almost. Just with more of a thief aspect to it.
It's
No, but
So
really,
is this
hey,
is
so
it
is
first
this
person?
like
Actually,
survival
I-
instincts of Tomb Raider or focused hearing in The Last of Us. The player can go into heightened senses mode in Thief. This enables abilities such as time warp, X-ray vision, and the magical ability to see footsteps. It also highlights
X-ray
things like
vision.
pickpocketing.
Oh yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah.
a good game
Also,
right there.
Mechanic that allows Garrett to leap quickly from one shadow to the next.
You know, the only
there's
problem I
heightened
have with
senses-
this game is Garrett.
Actually, it does.
Why would you name
seem
somebody
Assassin's
Garrett?
Creed.
Shut up.
now
That's
now
true.
now now the trailer for this is I remember people were really mad about it because it was just people talking about random crap that somewhat relates to the game and not really explaining anything. The first trailer they put out at E3, I believe. Some people got
Well-
really angry.
Right now, I'm looking at like the first looking details.
Okay.
Yeah.
One thing that I have to say about this game to start out with is the first line of this webpage says, "And the upcoming Square Enix game, Thief." Anything made by Square Enix is amazing.
Kicked Alice.
What all has Square Enix made?
Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy.
I
Oh,
was
Final
gonna say-
Fantasy. Hey, Final Fantasy's
I
a
didn't
movie. It
realize
doesn't
that they made
count.
that.
Shut up, Elijah.
Stop buying their games. They obviously want to make movies, and you guys won't let them, you heartless bastards.
Oh, it's a sin.
Okay.
It's a sin.
So, yeah, anything made by Square Enix is great. So, they also worked on Persona 4. They've done Star Ocean. I'm trying to think of other stuff they've done.
Nothing.
Hey,
That's it.
I'm gonna confess some things here. The only Kingdom Hearts game I ever played was Chain of Memories.
Okay, well, I played all
That-
7 of the Kingdom Hearts games. I beat 5 out of 7. One I did
Stop bragging.
enjoy enough to finish. The other one was hard.
Yeah.
So,
I didn't even beat Chain of Memories.
yeah, that's the
I got like 3/4 of the way through it and got
it's-
stuck.
I got stuck on the final boss.
It's best to start off first.
I got stuck on the Winnie the Pooh level.
the.
I couldn't figure out how to get through it, but I was like 12 at the time, so
Well,
and I was playing it on the Game Boy.
it seems like Thief has a lockpicking ability that seems like a mixture between Skyrim and Oblivion. If anyone's ever played that.
Just because it has lockpicking does not.
No, Skyrim and Oblivion have completely different lockpicking.
Yeah,
That's one
well,
thing.
This.
Well, yes, but they
They
but they
completely
show
changed it.
two different types of lockpicking. They showed the first one was from Skyrim, and then the second one was an Oblivion-like one where you have to push up the pins.
The next game.
This game is
You got
a
me
stealth
confused now,
mode
Jay.
game. This is
So it
I'm
is
a fan of the
Hitman.
stealth mode.
This is basically running around and trying to hide and then killing things.
Hitman
Which I
plus
enjoyed that.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. I'd say it's very Assassin's Creed-esque.
Sometimes Skyrim, depending on how you go about it.
Quite Jeremiah.
Yeah, Jeremiah, the only game you ever played is Skyrim, so.
No, I played.
And Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft
Portal.
doesn't count.
It's an indie game.
I played
Or is
Portal
it?
1.
Is it an
It
indie
is an
game?
indie game. It used to be, and
It
then
started
it
as an
actually
indie
became a real company because it was so popular. Like, I made so much money.
Okay, well, anyway.
Okay, do you want to get on to the next game?
Yep.
Blake, we'll let you talk about this next game.
Yeah, Blake
Alright,
is the best one.
Racing game,
But
car
I
fanatic.
want to say what it is first.
All right, go ahead.
Need for Speed Rivals, and this website, EA.com, has news for their own game. It says, Need for Speed Rivals isn't just a single-player game or a chaotic MMO, as IGN explains after seeing it at this week's E3. With the new all-drive feature, it brings together single and multiplayer into one seamless experience so you could drive and race how you want. In this week's E3 demo, 3 cops and 3 racers were pitted against one another, starting at different points on the map, both with their own set of objectives. And then check out the official gameplay trailer. So, Blake, explain a little bit about Need for Speed first.
So as far
About
as
this game up.
all right, Need for Speed obviously has been around for a long time. Starting out,
I used to play it on the
arcade.
GameCube.
But I was gonna say I used to
Anyone
play
play
it.
it on the
I used to play
GameCube?
when it was arcade only. Yeah, I played it on the GameCube.
Wow.
So I mean,
that was like
it's an
Halo
old game,
3.
but there's always been a trend with Need for Speed games. Every single time EA has made a Need for Speed game, it always sucked. But every time Criterion made a game, it was always amazing. For example, the only good game that I'm as far as I'm concerned for Need for Speed that was ever good made by EA was Underground and Underground 2. But those are that's 2005 and 2000. That's probably actually earlier than that because it was for the GameCube. That was old. And then after that, every single time when they made the run was horrible. They made the one that was really big when it came out for the PS3. I forget what it was. It was horrible. Undercover, yeah, it was horrible. But recently, especially with this new one, for some reason,
Underground.
yeah, I played Underground a lot. It takes forever to beat. No,
No, I never beat it.
I was gonna say the
I
run was
wasn't. I
horrible.
never been that into racing games.
Yeah, I've always been a Gran Turismo person, but I like Need for Speed just because of the ability to be a cop.
Oh, I want to say something really quick because I didn't clarify. The links to
catching on.
all of these sites that I'm reading from, the information about these games, are going to be in the description.
As well as the links of our other stuff we're talking about too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'll help you find those if you want.
yeah, I've got links pulled up here. But anyways, then Need for Speed released Most Wanted, the original Most Wanted, 2005, and everyone thought that was an amazing game because of the ability to be a cop. Then they released Most Wanted again, which was kind of confusing at first, but I'm glad they did because Criterion did it instead of EA, and it was amazing. And now they're releasing Rivals, and the EA is already bragging about how they've already got the Ferrari back. The last time Ferrari was in a Need for Speed game was Hot Pursuit 2. That was a long time ago. That was 11 years ago. So
why did the Ferrari get taken out in the first place?
Because Ferrari didn't want to be associated with
EA.
That was all about speeding. Yeah, it was EA.
Wait. Ferrari didn't want to be associated with speeding.
They got problems.
But yeah, you can go on YouTube and find videos of people doing 200 miles an hour on the highway.
That sounds like a drug addict denying they do drugs.
Yeah, exactly.
They're kind of in self-denial about that, aren't they?
We make a car that makes 500 horsepower and has a top speed of 200, even though the speed limit's only 70 on the highway. Who cares?
You're not allowed to speed. Oh, 80 in Texas.
Well, I mean, if you go to Europe, you can drive a lot faster.
Well, yeah.
Well,
but now they're releasing Rivals, and they're already bragging about how they got the Ferrari name back and how it's going to be amazing. But they've enlisted Black Box, which is EA. So I'm interested to see how this turns out. If they pretty much just copy Criterion, I think it should be okay. But if EA decides to take over, it's going to be a piece of crap, like it usually is.
Why are EA's games so much worse than Criterion?
EA has always been concentrated on the storyboard, and then they just kind of throw everything out the window. All EA games have really good storyboards, but the problem is they don't have the gameplay to back it up. Criterion games, even though they don't have a really Most Wanted, in my opinion, was a short game because you could easily beat it in 3 hours, maybe more. Jordan beat it in 5 hours, and
sounds like my friend who beat Pokemon in one day. I'm like, what's wrong with you?
And as far as I was concerned, it was a short game and it had no story, but it was a really good one because it had graphics and it had the cars, which Need for Speed's always been about cars.
I can understand beating it in under 24 hours, but just playing it all day straight.
He played it for 15 hours and beat it one day.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous.
It was.
My best time
was dude, what's wrong with you?
I mean,
so
what?
To be honest, I probably could do it if I tried hard enough, but.
Oh yeah, I mean, I beat Guitar Hero in a day.
I could do it, but only on the 3rd generation stuff because the battle scenes take 2 seconds instead of 84.
Turn off battle animations.
Yeah, I love the old games, but man, what were they thinking?
Okay. Yeah. But anyway, as far as I'm concerned, Need for Speed Rivals, if they just copy Criterion, it should be a good game. But if EA decides to do a really good storyboard,
it has potential.
It has potential. I really think it does.
I think since none of us know about that game as much as Blake does, we should probably move on to the next one.
Yeah, probably. Move on to something I don't know about, like Batman.
I was looking up about.
The next game we're going to talk about is Batman: Arkham Origins. Now,
yeah.
Lego Batman.
No, it's not Lego Batman.
Lego Batman.
Okay, so the last one in this franchise, as they're calling it, was Arkham City, and people were saying that it's hard to live up to that. And
isn't Arkham Origins actually a prequel to Arkham City?
Yeah. As far I think it is.
As I recall, Arkham City was awesome, and Arkham Asylum kind of stunk. But that might have been.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna read off what this says so far. One of the most intriguing and slightly worrisome games at E3 2013, at least going into it, was Batman: Arkham Origins. Could a new developer possibly live up to Rocksteady? Would it be more of the same? Luckily, the questions were answered in a positive light, with the game emerging as one of the best at the show, and a worthy predecessor / successor to the Arkham franchise. We sat down
Sussex.
for a developer walkthrough and a hands-on demo with the game, and even got to play some of the brand new features.
Good for them.
It says that the story, what is Black Mask hired 8 super assassins to take down Batman, and from what I understand,
Sounds kind of
it's
weird.
going to be a who keeps messaging in Skype? Is that you guys or
It might be me.
It might
Blake.
be me.
dang it? Will you guys stop?
I turned off my chat. The thing.
Apparently, it's a open game, which I really like. Open games. So,
Yeah.
What do you mean by open?
like
Is it like a GTA
free roaming,
themed game?
free roaming.
Oh, it's
So,
it's like
kind of
Grand Theft Auto.
Skyrim-ish.
Yeah, kind of like
Grand Theft
that.
Auto.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
It's Grand Theft Auto all the way.
No, it's not.
The only thing
It's that type of game.
The only thing I find worrisome with this game is that it's
No,
Batman.
but like the combat looks cool.
I find
Okay.
it being, if this was, let's just say, a new character made up for these games, the Arkham games, and it wasn't Batman at all, then I think these games would have a larger player base. Being totally honest, they'd have a larger player base because there's a lot of people that are just like, well, that game looks okay, but I don't know Batman, so I wouldn't understand what was going on.
How do you not know Batman?
well,
I don't know. I've
no,
never
no.
played a Batman game.
I've
get
never
There's
played a
just
Batman
some-
game, and
there's
I've
some
barely
people
watched
that
any
look
of the
at
show.
something.
Or
No, but like if you've just seen the movies, you know the story of Batman.
Well,
Well,
there's some
no,
people
no,
that
no.
will.
Maybe I didn't have
There's
money
some
to go to
people that will
the
look at it.
There's
some people
about
that
as
will
many
look at it and
Batman
go,
movies
"Oh,
as
it's just
there is
another Batman
Superman
game."
movies.
God,
There's a
too many
lot.
Superman
Okay,
movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot, but if you watch like
there's
the
a
first
blurb
one,
at the end here. The new features,
Yeah.
like a slightly more strategic free flow, the new remote claw, and the new case file system are just the start of innovations promised by Batman Arkham Origins. With the excellent base gamers know and love to build on, it seems Warner Bros. Game Montreal are well up to the task, and are clearly big fans of the previous games and of Batman in general.
See, what I see happening is a lot of people going. Eventually, if they keep doing Arkham stuff, eventually people are just gonna go, "Oh, it's just another Arkham game." When are we gonna see something else that's
Yeah,
a
it's like
Batman
Call
game
of Duty.
besides Arkham?
It's like Call of Duty.
It's just
After the first
repeating.
3, they're just like repeating itself.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Kind of reminds me of all those games they make after like kids movies.
yeah,
It's like they're all the same.
I've-
They're all the
I've
exact
heard
same
a
game
lot
with
of
different
good-
characters.
I've had a
Yeah, but
I've heard a lot of good things about the Batman Arkham games, so
yeah.
I'm not gonna.
What,
I have
do you
too.
think-
I've never played one though.
Speaking of kids games, do you know who looks like kids? Olimar.
Oh yeah.
And guess what
Here's
new
the
game's
thing,
coming out?
because you didn't do enough research, you don't know that Olimar's not in Pikmin 3, which is
What?
the game we're talking about.
Nice. Hold on. I'll give Elijah that. That was a good transition.
I like that
I
segue.
like that. That was pretty good.
I like that transition.
Um,
I like the transition. All right, moving on.
Well, that was a bad transition. Like, good job.
Shut up.
So let me read this little thing. This is a guy that was blogging, I guess, about his experience with Pikmin 3. And he said, Pikmin 3 may have been the best game at E3 that I had the opportunity to play, but I won't be able to tell you that until it's out. It seemed great. The shadows of deeper strategies and huge world to explore. There were shadows of deeper strategies and huge world to explore, but my time with it was more akin to learning to swim in the shallow end of a pool. I'm just standing here, and there's no way I can say how great swimming is. 10 to 15 minutes of Pikmin 3 was just not enough. It's not the sort of game you can take a vertical slice of and say, look at that, you're frustrated, right? In the time I had with Pikmin 3 single player, I acquired a few dozen Pikmin, threw them at plants, threw them at fruit, threw rock Pikmin at structures that shattered, and watched Pikmin be devoured by a Bulborb. On the second stage, I tried the flying Pikmin, the flying Pikmin were people that really need to learn how to use commas. Flying Pikmin
What's
Grammar not
what
seen.
is a comma?
and could lift into
LOL, how do I grammar?
carry things
Oh, that's-
air routes. Also switching between
Oh, that's what that
characters
squiggle does?
a bit beyond my tutorial level this early on. It was just enough to want me to play more. So, basically, there are other modes in Pikmin 3. This is the game I know most about, by the way.
Yeah.
The six that
I've never played Pikmin. There's a lot of games I haven't played, but I would. That's one of the games I haven't played that I regret never playing.
Pikmin is a very, very in-depth game, I'd call it.
Yeah,
Um,
I would play Pikmin. I've played it. I love it.
Yeah, I want
It's
to play.
a
I want to
real-time
get the new
It's a
one.
real-time strategy where you have to throw your Pikmin, which are your little guys, and they each have separate strengths and weaknesses to them.
Now, before anybody gets excited, this is only what? This is only coming out on the Wii U, correct?
Yes, this is only coming out on the Wii U.
Okay. Never mind then.
Um,
My bad.
the thing is, they're
That's unfortunate because I'm probably not going to buy a Wii U just to play one game.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
understand
maybe.
why you'd say that.
Yeah, there's not a lot of games out for the Wii U as of now.
Olimar, Louie, and the boss are not going to be in this game. People that have played Pikmin 1 and 2 know that.
So it's a whole new thing.
So it's like
It's what they look like. Charlie, which is the captain, looks like Captain Olimar's son. Alf, the engineer,
Oh.
looks like the boss from Pikmin 2's son. And Brittany, the botanist,
What a twist!
uh, she looks like Louie's daughter. And their spaceship is called
Or a younger
Rainbow.
version of them back in time.
What?
No.
no,
Is it
no,
or-
no. All right, darn.
Okay.
But it honestly looks like that's what it is. They haven't,
Oh yeah, I'm really
but that's my prediction.
yeah,
That could
I'm
have been
really
more
interested
original.
I'm really interested in the new types of Pikmin. The rock Pikmin
There's
and the
the
flying
Pikmin
Pikmin.
and the flying Pikmin. What I'm wondering about is the white and purple Pikmin. Are they coming back?
It says on the I think on the Wikipedia page about it, it says red, yellow, blue, purple, and white return.
Really? Okay,
Yep,
that's
and
good.
it introduces at least 2 new ones, rock
Yeah.
and flying.
Can I explain a little bit about what each Pikmin does, especially the new ones?
Yes, yeah,
Go
go
for it.
ahead.
You got the red Pikmin, which are fireproof, and in the first game, I don't know if they're going to bring it back. They had a 1.5 damage multiplier to them, to their attacking.
Mhm.
Yellow Pikmin can be thrown
Strong.
higher because they're lighter, and they're also immune to electricity, and they can hold bombs.
I
Blue
like
Pikmin are
bombs.
waterproof, so they can go through
Mhm.
water. Purple Pikmin.
No way. Is that what waterproof means?
I bought a pair of
Okay,
waterproof
purple
shoes
Pikmin
once.
are
I still got
super
them.
heavy, so they're worth 10 regular Pikmin on strength and weight wise. And white
Is that a
Pikmin,
racist joke?
white Pikmin, can dig up items that are
It's a
underground,
fat joke.
and they are also poisonous, and they're immune to poison. So the two new
Okay.
Pikmin, the pink flying Pikmin, can
Oh, they're
fly,
pink.
and they can carry objects through the air. And the rock Pikmin can break through glass walls, from what I understand.
Glass walls.
Glass walls. I can
Now-
break through a glass wall.
Tougher barriers, okay. And
Yeah.
there's going to be airborne enemies, and the winged Pikmin attack those.
Yeah. Other
Alright.
thing that
Now-
I saw
Hey,
is the story of this game is different than the previous ones. The first one, where you had to rebuild your ship in the 30 days before your oxygen supply ran out,
Mhm.
that was pretty difficult, to be honest.
Yeah.
I couldn't beat the game. I can beat it now, I just haven't because I no longer own it, but I couldn't beat
Speaking of something that you no longer own, has
No.
anyone here watched or seen anything about Watch Dogs?
Shut up, Blake. We're still in
Blake, we weren't even close to being done.
Yeah, I was in the
I
middle
know.
of talking about it, and you were
I
just
know.
like, hey,
I don't know anything about Pikmin.
Yeah,
like,
so-
you had your chance. This is my chance.
So the other Pikmin games were based on.
Yeah, and then
Weren't they based on
Yeah.
like some kind of like space crash or something?
yeah, the first
Yeah.
and you had 30 days to fix your ship before
Sounds
your oxygen
good,
supply ran out.
Yeah, yeah.
The second one, you had just come back from that, and you brought a souvenir bottle cap back with you. By the way, if you didn't know, Pikmin takes place on Earth, and you're about the size of a blade of grass, and that's why everything is huge to you.
So what happened to the humans then?
Yeah,
Oh.
that's weird.
I don't
You probably went in a forest or something. Anyways,
know. Dang force.
asteroids, and it killed all the dinosaurs too.
Does this make a new meaning to the bottle rocket?
No. So the second one, your boss finds out that things from his magical scanner that tells how much things are worth in money in that planet, that things on that planet are worth a lot of money on your planet. So he sends you back to go get money for.
That's all anyone ever wants is money. Money.
Third game, your planet is starving and you're trying to get fruit to stop your planet from starving. But Miyamoto announced that Miyamoto's the guy that's like the amazing Nintendo.
That's what he announced?
He announced that you have unlimited days to play this game, so you're not going to have a time restriction like you did in Pikmin 1.
That doesn't make any sense. People are starving.
They'll be all
people can live.
They'll be alright.
They can eat each other.
Yeah, they can eat dirt. Alright.
That's not what we said, but okay.
I think that's about it. So speaking of on Earth, there are things.
No.
Just yeah, let's not do that.
There's dogs on there, and they're trying to watch people. All right,
Speaking of Earth, E3 was on Earth, and the next game was Watch Dogs.
All right,
guys,
I've read about this. Has anyone here seen the show or heard of the show Person of Interest?
Yo, I love that show.
This game is that show. I swear.
Really? What game is that?
Yes. Okay, Watch Dogs. It says, Watch Dogs is an open-world action-adventure stealth video game in which players control a man named Aiden Pierce, who can hack into various electronic devices tied to the Central City operating system, allowing various methods for the blah blah blah. Okay, so the operating system monitors every single part of the world.
Every single part?
Well, it says here.
Okay, so
I bet you it doesn't do every single part, because there's gonna be some part in that game where your system goes down and you're on your own.
Reese.
That's pretty much, yeah, it says the game is set in an alternate reality version of Chicago, Illinois, which is one of the many cities to create a supercomputer. The system controls almost every piece of technology in the city and contains information of all the city's residents and activities, which can be used for various purposes. It sounds just like Person of Interest to me.
It does. Yeah. It sounds
if you literally look at the video game,
that's awesome.
like the cover, it has the white boxes around everything too. This is Person of Interest in a video game.
Is there any kind of affiliation? Do you know?
No.
Not really. All it says is there was a blackout.
In recent news, there is a copyright suit in the way.
That reminds me. Can I give us this video game trivia right here? Since you said that, yes. Elijah.
What?
Nintendo was sued for Donkey Kong way back when because the makers of King Kong were like, dude, you totally stole that from us. So, turns out the owners of King Kong did not actually have copyright on King Kong, so they couldn't sue for it.
Nice.
That's funny.
Yep.
See, you know what that made?
What?
Planet of the Apes.
That could have prevented Super Smash Bros. Brawl from ever being made.
I doubt it.
If they had been, I know.
I doubt it.
I don't know how early that was in Nintendo's days and how much that would have impacted them if they lost a copyright suit.
They did lose a lawsuit multiple times, but one of the big lawsuits they lost.
All the big businesses are gonna have a lawsuit at some point.
At one point, they had kids getting rashes on their hands from spinning the N64 control stick.
Yes, I know.
For Mario Party 1. And
now
they were issued to any parent that called in to send that child a pair of gloves.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why a pair of gloves? That doesn't fix anything.
It was a special glove to use on the control stick, I guess.
It was the
power glove.
Yeah, I was going to say the excess power gloves that never sold.
My friend.
Okay.
My friend.
Okay, do you want to move on to the next game that I didn't tell you guys we were doing? Or
yeah,
I have special eyes.
Okay, I know we mentioned this game in the practice podcast, but nobody's ever going to watch that. So we're going to talk about it.
What is this?
Destiny is the game that I feel like is the best game announced at E3 as a whole, it's not going to be my favorite game from E3,
Did
but
anybody get to play the E3?
I don't know if they had a demo that.
See, now Destiny is
Oh
from
yeah,
Microsoft,
they had a play thing, I think.
Destiny is
what
not
was their
from Microsoft in particular.
what was the feedback from that?
but it's from the same makers as Halo.
Yes, it's from Bungie.
Okay.
Bungie card.
And
Why do I already
the
feel?
feedback is
Why do I
amazing
feel like
because
it's
the
gonna be
game
like
was amazing.
It looks like a different branch off of Halo to me, just from first glance.
Can I read something about it real quick?
No.
Yeah.
Destiny appears to be appears set to be the next great evolution of a
Oh.
tired and predictable first-person shooter genre. And
Halo.
It's also
one simple
Activision.
360-degree spin at the beginning of the demo,
Oh.
Bungie illustrated the incredible scale and scope of the world and the beauty of their next-gen visuals in one fell swoop. To be honest,
It better be an open world.
it looks
First-person
open
shooter.
to me.
Open world first person shooter. That sounds awesome.
It also, by the amount of people that they
That
had
does.
playing the game at a single time, it looks like it can be online co-op, and not just co-op. I'm talking about like
It's Minecraft.
people, like 8 or 9 people playing
Wow.
at one time on the same game.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Is there multiplayer too? Like good old shoot 'em up, kind of COD like still.
Ooh.
I don't think it has that. If it does,
Interesting.
it's going to be bad because the guns
It's not the focus. Yeah.
are upgradable. From what I saw in the trailer.
So is COD. That's why COD's terrible.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, I
I'm
was
gonna get a
gonna
bunch
say.
of hate for that. Sorry.
Codfish.
Yes, COD.
Okay, now okay, it's
Hold
not
on a
that
second,
COD's
Blake.
terrible. It's just
It's overdone.
Yeah.
it's overdone.
What I saw from the gameplay trailer,
It is fun to play.
there was
sometimes.
a gun, and then they had
I rage
don't-
too easily.
like they killed the first like mini boss or probably tutorial boss kind of thing, and they were like, "Yeah, man, I got some points now. Maybe I can upgrade my gun." And they were like,
No.
"Yeah, that's a good idea." And it went from just this crappy regular sniper rifle to this like huge lightning gun. It was amazing. It was like the best kind of thing I've ever seen from a first-person shooter, and I hate first-person shooters. But
We know.
if I owned a
Yeah, we know.
if I own a PS4 when this game comes out, I'm buying it. I'm buying this game. Let's put it that way.
I want to hear you get mad when it's terrible.
Yeah, I wanted to see you, like chuck that PS4 out your front lawn, out under your front lawn.
College
Hey,
Chuck
I
Norris
won't-
personally
I won't do that
did
because
expose
Chuck
of it.
Norris is the ginger, so
Kingdom Hearts
Was.
is coming out.
He rid himself.
Kingdom
He stole
Hearts
his soul
3 come
back.
out on the
Why just stop interrupting?
I'm sorry.
I guess it was demoed. Because it said, furthermore, this may sound silly or not make sense, but after seeing Destiny demoed live in front of me twice now, I can actually tell that it feels like Halo despite having not played it. And that is a great thing.
Is it?
The way the weapons
Halo was a pretty good series.
and the way they fire, and how the enemies and vehicles move, and how the combat unfolds. It's very reminiscent of Halo. It would really be more fair and accurate to say that Bungie, it feels like a Bungie game, something you should never doubt or lose faith in. The Halo series before Halo 4, I thought was good. I thought it was overdone, but I thought it was good.
It had a good storyline.
The way that you can upgrade the games, or upgrade the guns in this game,
Games.
seems
Take 'em in.
amazing for a single player thing. Or a co-op type thing.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I could go
Well,
from sniper
it
rifle
sounds-
to like a lightning gun.
It sounds Call of Duty
That'd be
is.
pretty awesome.
Nah, it doesn't really
Actually,
sound
the way
Call of
that
Duty.
The way that it looks is not Call of Duty like at all.
I know it looks like Halo.
It looks like
To me.
Halo, except not Halo. I don't.
It looks like Halo. One of those characters reminds me of Mass Effect.
I was gonna
On
say
the
I
main,
was
on the
I was
main
gonna
website.
say I was waiting for a Mass Effect reference to come because
Yeah.
that's what it's starting to sound like.
Who
On
else
the
played
main
Mass
website.
Effect?
I've never played it, but I
Um,
really don't need to know what's going on.
Shepard's brand.
Yep.
Yeah, Shepard.
Yep.
Shepard needs his brand.
So,
After
Jeremiah,
that,
do you have anything to say about Destiny? Because you haven't talked much.
Well, considering that I don't really know many of these games, and I've been watching the Batman gameplay from from E3. I don't really have anything to say much.
Okay.
Okay,
Good
I'm
job.
sorry.
No, what I really hate is that Destiny is being literally shoved down my throat every single time I want to watch a YouTube video.
Destiny,
But it's
watch
good.
it, watch it.
I
Exactly.
haven't had that problem.
I
Whenever I
have.
look at advertisements on YouTube, I just completely ignore it, then hit the skip button.
I have-
I just
block
hit,
my
I just
And
hit
I
sound.
don't
skip
care
button.
how many
I
people
that it's
hate me
always
for
there.
it, even though I'm not getting money from me watching their videos.
I use ad block.
I just really hate watching ads, so I turned on ad block.
Oh, my name is Dallas, and
You're
I'm
gonna
too
get
good
hate
to
for
watch
that.
I know. I don't care.
Yeah,
I
but,
turn off
but
ad
people
block
get
for certain
views
people.
for you watching those ads. There's easier ways to do the ads.
Oh, did you know that if you skip an ad, they don't get the money for it? You have to watch an ad all the way through for them to get money for it.
Really?
Yeah, but they get the money if you do it.
Yeah,
Um.
A
but
lot.
but the person that but YouTube still gets money. YouTube still gets money whether you watch it or not. But
Well, they have to make
Um,
money.
no. Whether you watch an ad or not, or skip it or not, the people that gave the ad still has to pay
That's 'cause
YouTube,
they're on the
but the person you're watching doesn't get any money
Contracts.
unless you watch the whole ad.
Because the contract's a lot different.
That's pretty
It
dumb.
is.
Is there anything else anybody wants to mention? We can always talk about more E3 games in a future podcast.
What is Destiny coming out on?
PS4 and Xbox One, I think.
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah.
PS4 is a
The X-
Sony console, and
the
also
Xbone.
X3.
PlayStation
Sony
3,
did
4,
something.
Xbox 360, and 1.
So what?
So I
No,
can
X-
play it.
X
Alright, so I can
Bone.
play it then.
And its engine is
Yeah.
Umbra 3.
So I'm saying what? PlayStation is a Sony console, and also at 3, Sony did something that was also pretty amazing. Sony took a huge shot at Microsoft, saying
Oh,
their
we're
games,
doing that
our
too?
games, yeah,
But yeah, let's just go through the whole thing. We've been waiting
Yeah.
for this.
Okay.
Our games will let people do what they want with their games. That means no restrictions on trade-ins or selling on eBay or anything else. And then later that night, they released a YouTube video of like 2 of their employees were just like, "Here, you can have this game, and I will take this game." There, we shared games.
I love
It was
how
pretty fun.
below the I love how like casual they are about it. Like that means no restrictions on tradings or selling on eBay or stuff like that.
Just everything Microsoft said you couldn't do.
Yeah.
They made sure that everyone knew
that
they
was
could do it.
that was pretty big because before that, anybody at E3 was respectful. Let's not use respectful because Xbox One is disrespectful to the gaming community in general. But
Oh
No.
wow! Bring on the hate.
Hate mail,
I don't
yes.
care.
Hey,
You better be
We're not
careful.
gonna have viewers. We don't get hate.
that's true. That's true. All right. Yeah, Xbox sucks. be honest.
Yeah, to be honest.
Well, I don't.
There-
Yeah.
No,
That
it doesn't
was the
completely
first
suck.
time-
It makes a great doorstop.
That was really the
Oh.
If
that was
Sony
really
upgraded,
the first time that anybody's taken a stab at another company during E3.
yeah.
Yeah, like there's always been the whole Microsoft Apple
If-
thing,
if
but no one
Sony
cares about
upgrades-
that. But
yeah.
now this is the first time that a console has taken a stab at another console.
If
This
Sony
is exciting.
upgrades their online security,
world is coming
I think,
to an
I
end.
think a lot of people would be happier. Because how many
Oh,
times has
anonymous. Once.
PlayStation Network been hacked?
No.
Once.
Yeah.
PSN has been hacked once. Xbox countless times.
Well,
like literally, it's almost daily.
well, you have to pay for Xbox also.
I-
But as I
if I
hear
understand
the
right-
PlayStation Network, it's not.
I was
as
gonna
good.
say,
Hey,
in Microsoft's
guys.
defense, you do have to pay for it, but I do think the online gaming experience for Microsoft is a lot better
It's
than
worse.
PSN.
It's worse.
Really?
Yeah.
When I played it, I thought it was pretty good.
Well, I think it's.
If I understand right, the PS4 is going to have required pay for online service,
Mm.
but it comes with the fact that you get some like free game demos and stuff that you don't get for free if like on the PS.
See, now that's just. I don't know.
And it's
I think some people would rather not have game demos and would rather have something.
and it's like $3 a month though.
Okay,
okay.
that's
Yeah.
worth
It's
worth
supposed
it.
to be $30
Yeah,
a minute.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's worth it.
I'm gonna do some research real quick while you guys talk about the
The
announcement
the
for
Apple
the
thing.
Xbox One thing.
Oh no.
What Xbox One thing?
The other thing.
Oh, about how right after Sony released the thing ripping on Apple or Microsoft all of a sudden mysteriously goes, "Hey, now you can do all this stuff." Like
Yeah.
you get
It's
the
not very
sense
mysterious. It's pretty
they
obvious.
get.
It's
I
like
was gonna
they
say
will.
you get the sense that someone back there went, "This is a great idea," and then later on they went, "Dude, you're
See
fired.
now,
You're fired."
Yeah.
Microsoft spent years building up like their company, and then they just destroyed it with this.
They
And
have
to
destroyed it
to
lately.
change everything
It's like Windows 8, Xbox
after
One.
like it took
It's all.
everybody to
It's all
complain
falling
about it
apart.
for the
It
yeah
is.
it took everybody to
pointless.
complain
Bill
about it
Gates
for them
was
to
smart
change
to sell
anything.
it. Actually, that's part of the reason it went down is because Bill Gates left.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
Bill Gates
here
left.
the thing is it took everybody complaining for them to change their outlook
Yeah,
or to change what was going
that's
on.
what gets me. Like
Um,
it took pretty much the whole E3 complaining about a console for them to finally realize this is a bad idea. Why are we doing this? And you get the sense that they legitimately thought that that was a good idea, and that's
Or-
what's disappointing.
okay,
I hope they
so
fired the
here's what
guy
I
in
found
charge
out.
of that.
PS4 online, there are some games that do not require you to have the PS Plus subscription. If you already have a PS Plus subscription, it does not make you buy a new one like Xbox is going to play on the next thing. You get to keep
There's
the same
another one.
account. Like it transfers over.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's some free-to-play PS4 games that don't require the PS Plus thing. So there will be some online free-to-play stuff.
Okay,
good for
that's
them.
interesting.
Wario, waha.
And you do not have to have a daily online check-in to play your PS4 games.
or Xbox now. I think they changed that too, or
Shut
maybe they
up.
put it back again.
Yeah, I remember the original one where they're like, "Hey, you didn't check in for 3 days. You lost your account." Stupidest thing ever.
I know. It's
What?
stupid.
When did that
Literally,
happen?
that's literally how it was. Like, if you
Gave
didn't
it-
check in after a certain number of days, they just cancel your account.
I was on vacation.
I was on vacation.
I
I'm
have
like,
a life.
All right.
I have a life.
Okay, as I look at things, we have one last topic. I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
then we
are we seriously going to put that at the end of this?
Yes.
Have to.
All right.
What about Apple?
Oh,
can I read it?
Oh, that.
No, it's not. No, it's about Nintendo.
Oh, the Nintendo one.
What are you guys talking
Yeah,
about? I don't have.
it has to do with Apple. Too.
Okay, here. This is what I had. Okay. This is the second topic on my list. Is activists are doing an anti-slavery campaign against
Oh.
Nintendo. Yeah.
What were you thinking, Dallas?
I was thinking. I typed in the Skype chat. Let's not talk about it. Blake, it's the thing that you said.
Oh, the thing that's been dividing households for decades.
Yes, that.
Peeing in the shower.
Dang it! I said what's not mentioned.
In the shower.
No, we have
Bleep it
to
out.
talk about it.
Leave it out. Do your own bleep.
Go.
Okay, let's not talk about the Nintendo anti-slavery thing
Why?
Let's just talk about
because
peeing in
it's
the shower.
awful.
No,
It's
no,
kinda-
no.
it's just-
Okay.
I like this.
Okay,
I like
let's
this.
talk-
there's
talk
a
about- talk about
there's a
peeing.
valid point to be made with it.
Well,
As Elijah will.
I want to make some points first. I want to read it. Let me read it.
Okay.
Okay. They want Nintendo to avoid the use of minerals mined by slaves, so-called conflict materials, to make their stuff. It says there's been videos and videos about this being released about that, and there's a company called Shut up. There's a company called Walk Free said that they sent Nintendo. Stop typing.
Sorry.
They sent Nintendo 430,000 plus emails, and no one was answered. And yeah, and they say out of 24 major consumer electronics companies, Nintendo has done the least to use less conflict materials on what they use to make their games. They pointed out that Intel, Apple, Sony, and Microsoft have signed up for full audits to root out these minerals from supply chains.
Now, I think there's a valid point to be made from this, and that is, if you are
Slavery
sent
is terrible.
430,000 emails, what is the likelihood that you're gonna answer one of them? I think after about the 100th one, I'm gonna be like, just stop. I'm not even gonna answer
After
you
the
now.
second one, I'm going to be like, no, please.
Just don't. I'm not
I
gonna
will.
answer.
I will
After, like,
set
the
it to.
50th
I will
one.
put up a filter.
I will set it to
delete all
block
of them
you.
to block you.
I'll just block you.
See, Nintendo's Nintendo's an Asian-based company. They
Yeah.
really don't care, do they?
Yeah,
No.
I mean,
They,
it's a different country with a different set of rules. We can't really blame them for not having the same set of rules as us.
they don't have the
No,
same.
no,
Yeah, but
and the thing, Intel,
They're
Apple,
not.
Sony,
They're
and
not
Microsoft.
addicted to racist jokes.
Yeah, why did they not talk about where the places that they manufacture their machines and not just where they get their materials from? Intel, Apple, Sony, and Microsoft.
Yeah, I want
Yeah,
to
they're
talk
all
about a little story that I heard
manufactured in
about
Asia
Apple.
and Japan.
Um,
All right.
But I
a
just like
little while
hate
back,
how China's just
uh,
trying to monopolize.
Apple was sued or fined or forced to stop
Oh, yeah.
doing what they were doing because
Yeah,
they
yeah.
had an abundance of Chinese workers working over the legal amount of hours that was legal in China with
Like for
under
under.
minimum wage pay in China.
Yep.
So they had to put a
Yeah.
stop to that before they got.
People jump off the roof at these places because it's so bad to work in these manufacturing places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically
I'm sure
like
that's not propaganda.
I don't know. I kind of just made that up.
Oh.
I would not be. I
Don't
would not be
spread-
it's
surprised. I would
basically
not
like
be
save
surprised though.
like
Like
Nah,
basically,
I mean
like-
the standard
like
in China
like
is so much
slavery
lower that
itself.
you could probably be happy with less in China. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I mean, you don't got kids to
But-
take care of, especially if
But it doesn't-
Oh.
it doesn't
Oh,
get- okay, I'm ignoring that.
especially if they're girls.
I'm ignoring that.
Shut
too.
up!
Um,
You're so bad.
Spencer,
But
that
eventually
doesn't
the
mean that
population
it's
will
right to
decline.
give them less pay than legally allowed.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't. Apple. Like, think about it. Apple is $1 billion industry. I think they can afford to give
Apple
extra cents to these.
Apple is so
Yeah.
selfish. Do you
Yeah,
see? They're putting out. They tried to put out a while ago. They tried to put out a patent on using the slide to unlock on phones.
Are you serious?
What?
Yes.
No,
I'm like,
did you?
what if-
No,
what
no,
if-
no.
what if-
The
oh,
funny thing.
Volvo.
No, no,
Not
no. The
Volvo.
funny thing was that Apple got sued for. I'm not sure if it was 1 million or 1 billion. I'm pretty sure it was 1 billion. They got sued $1 billion by Samsung for no, Apple sued Samsung $1 billion for using the
a lot of
same
money.
the same connector, like, because the Apple takes the 30-pin dot connector, used to at least.
Yeah.
Samsung was using a 30-pin dot connector, and it looks so similar to the Apple ones that the Apple connector would actually fit in the Samsung one. Those are the older models. They've corrected it now. So Apple sued Samsung for $1 billion. Then Samsung comes back and sues Apple $3 billion for using the same technology and Siri as they use in their S voice.
Oh wow.
Which is so
Okay.
funny. So I'm like, so Apple
You mad?
altogether.
All right.
Yeah, Apple,
we kind of
this is
strayed
brilliant.
away from the original kind of topic of gaming. So,
Well,
Moral of the story.
it was
someone
the
sent
topic
Short
was
30
electronics and gaming.
yeah, but today's topic was all about gaming until we went to that. Now, the last thing to end it off is peeing in the shower correct? Should,
Yes.
No, yes.
No, I've never done it.
Does it damage any
serious,
drain
Spencer?
systems?
Nope.
It's
Jeremiah?
Does it stain? Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
really have a preference because I mean, like,
Have you?
if it's your shower,
No, it's
So,
not that
have
you
you-
have to pee in the shower. It's that every time
So
every time someone asks me, "Do you pee in the
Yeah,
shower?"
pee
and
in the
I'm
shower.
like, yeah, and then they're like, "Dude, you are so gross." I'm like,
have we
I'm
crossed
in something
over
that's supposed to
from
clean me
gaming
up.
into casual conversation?
Yes, this
is this like the casual
conversation.
half
Now, this is how we're
where we
Yeah.
usually where we would answer
it's
questions if we had
time
them?
for the
Yes.
casual conversation.
Should we set up
This
an
is-
email? Should we set up an email for people to send
No, they
questions
can
to?
Dude, totally,
Yeah.
we should do that.
They can
And a
PM
Facebook.
us.
Yeah.
If
If you have any like
PMS,
topics
yeah.
that
If they don't
that
have
you want us to
PMS,
talk
I know,
about,
I'm not
just-
going to work.
PM Quillen the questions, and what you would want to do is put something in the subject line as in like podcast question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Or you can just post a comment in the video.
Yeah, that works too.
Yeah.
And if you need to ask questions,
Elijah, we have a
ask
question for you. Have you
Yes.
peed in the shower before?
I plead the fifth.
I don't care if you plead the fifth. This is not a court of
You
law.
can't plead the
Well,
fifth. You can't
okay.
plead the fifth.
No, the question was, is it right?
Is it right?
Now,
Now, new question. Have you?
New
wait, I
question.
want to answer the first one first.
Is it correct to pee?
No.
Correct to pee in a shower?
Doesn't it stain the linoleum? Not linoleum,
No,
why would
porcelain.
you- I have
It's porcelain.
first-hand experience at this. It does not stain.
Nope.
Okay.
First hand.
First hand.
I hate you, Jeremiah.
so, what is your first hand, Dallas? Your left hand, your
Does
right
it-
hand, or
The
some
does
other
this-
hand is the
hand?
one that.
Does this go along with Elijah's 5'7"?
He's ambidextrous.
It's both
Ambidextrous.
hands.
Third hand. Cool.
Okay. Well,
Okay. Well, I have. I actually see when what's the manliest thing you've ever done? If you ask a girl, she's like, I peed in the shower. Well, I've peed in the toilet while taking a shower.
Oh,
Winning.
That'd be hard for me
Winning.
to do.
that's pro.
My toilet is behind a wall that's behind my shower. So
Peace
Hey,
out.
same. No, what if you're
You
that
have to
Burger
go
King
over
dude?
the
What if
wall.
you're that guy from Burger King that took a shower in the sink?
what?
You don't remember that?
Let's not talk about that.
You don't remember
Please.
that? It was like
Did you?
all over the news.
How did he fit in that little sink?
No, he just sat up on the counter and got like wash rag and just started like bathing himself in the sink.
That's
I was
not
like,
a shower. That's a bath.
Whatever.
Okay.
The news said it was a shower.
Let's continue with the discussion. Is it right to pee in someone else's shower? Because if it's your own
No.
shower, do it.
No, I wouldn't do that.
No.
I would
That
never.
seems
do
like a bad idea.
Because then you got two people's pee on your feet, and that's just not right.
Oh my god. No, but that's like the thing though. Like there's
Keys
just
aren't
rules.
supposed to mix.
Like these are things that I like
Two
whenever I
more
go
questions
to
about this.
It's
Whenever I
like
go
the street. You
friend's
can't
house-
cross the streams.
Two
Well, every
questions
time, no. Have you guys ever done this? You go to a friend's house and you just like, they'll be like, hey, I'll be right back, and you just sit there. You just sit there on the couch. You don't do anything, and you're like, well, might as well wait for them to get back. But when you're at your house, you're like screw this, and you're like got your feet up on the couch.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
that's just how it is. You got these rules that you
Yeah.
can only do this stuff
Yeah,
at your house.
because it's like
Yeah.
because you have to act different at home and at friends'
Now
houses.
here's a question: have you guys ever peed two streams?
Yes.
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 That is so bad because you're like,
Worst
oh,
thing
it
ever.
gets you pee two
'Cause you don't know
streams
which
and
one to aim.
it gets everywhere.
No, it's like you don't know which one to aim.
Now
It's like-
I usually sit down to pee now because after like years of abuse.
Okay. So
After many years.
two more things.
After so many years,
One.
I couldn't
just
take
giving
it
up.
anymore.
God doesn't love
Just
me.
sit down.
I can't
Guys,
pee
guys,
one
guys,
stream
guys,
anymore.
guys.
Okay.
Is it right for a girl to pee in the shower?
I
yeah.
don't
I
care.
don't know,
Well,
I'm not
I
a
mean,
girl.
it depends.
As long as I'm
Doesn't
there.
it like run down your legs? I think if you can handle that sensation.
Yeah, Elijah, you know
There-
first-hand experience, right?
Oh,
Oh, wait, that's Dallas.
I sometimes
Dallas.
tuck it in and prance around.
What?
Okay. Last thing.
Wait,
Have
we
you
should.
ever or / is it right to pee in a bathtub?
No, not while you're
I
taking a
used
bath.
to have a
That's
bath.
Not while you're taking a bath.
that's pretty nasty.
Yeah, not.
That's almost the same
Not
as
while
like
you're taking
peeing
a
in a pool.
You gotta let it wash
It's like,
away.
oh God, you're gross for peeing in a
Well,
pool.
I mean,
Well, the difference is
if you have a
pool water is
pool-sized
circulated.
bathtub, if you have a
No, 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 think
pool-sized
about
And
it.
bathtub,
chlorine. There's chlorine.
Yeah, and it's circulated, so it gets filtered constantly.
it turns
in a shower,
blue.
no, it doesn't.
That's a
No,
lie.
That is a lie.
Unless there's something else in the pool.
No, there is some chemicals though that will turn red. I've had that.
Yeah. Turns red.
Blake's
Awkward.
on
not
the
joking.
period again.
No. I went to a this is something like personal story. So there's in
I
our
can't-
city.
Oh,
In our
I
city,
can't
there-
wait
in our
for,
city, there's a-
Cherish
there's-
to hear
there's a
our
state.
conversation here.
Okay.
There's a city in our city. There's a Hotel 6 in front of a skating rink. I went there swimming in the pool. The chlorine concentration was so high that it took the color out of my hair.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
Oh my god.
I didn't even have dyed hair. It just straight took the color out of my hair.
So
Were you
I was
blonde?
like, oh my, yeah, my hair was
Blake-
blonde.
we have 5 minutes until we reach an hour, and I want to stop at an hour. So,
Okay, well-
last thing,
Let's.
Spencer, we need to
Yeah.
tell. You need to tell a chemistry story with Jordan.
Yes,
With Jordan.
Yes.
Jordan.
Oh yeah.
Thanks,
All right,
Spencer.
I got a good one. I got a good one.
I have to bleep
More
that one
work.
out too.
All right, so
Just don't bleep it out. Actually, yes, bleep it out.
all right, so Jordan is a notorious don't give a kind of personality.
Dang it, Spencer.
So
Yeah.
You didn't hear that. He
anyways,
said,
all right, chemistry class. We have a good teacher, all right? Don't let me talk this teacher down, but I'm about to. But
It's
we
terrible.
had to do an arts and crafts project. I'm just gonna put it like that, all right? It was basically you put a bunch of artsy craftsy stuff about chemistry that you should be just learning, not wasting
Making
7 hours making,
Oh,
and into like a little
yeah,
like
these the ones with like
manila
like,
folder or something like that.
Yeah,
Anyways,
me and Spencer
Jordan
had this
got
class.
all right. So Jordan's in the same class as me.
Yeah.
He's making this thing, and he's like, it's the very last day, and we just got like finished taking our like final in the class, which was very poorly made as well, but fortunately wasn't made by that.
Especially since I got like an A on it.
steak.
Yeah, if Blake can get an A on a chemistry final, there's something wrong with it. But
Yeah, because I am terrible at chemistry. I'm decent at math. I'm terrible at chemistry.
anyways, he hated it. I hated it too, but he really hated it. Like, so the day we took that test and we were finally done with that class, he went home, took the study guide, the arts and crafts project, two of them. We made two of them. It was terrible, and he burned them on his front porch and then posted it on Facebook.
No. And this is I quote what he said to me when he said he was gonna go burn these at home. He said, "I'm gonna go burn this." Like,
Dang
that is
it,
literally
Blake.
Blake.
You guys gotta
That
stop
is literally-
this.
That is what he
Okay.
said.
Okay, we have what, a few minutes.
Yeah, we got 3 minutes
I'm not a
left.
very good story.
Should we talk about what we've
That's
done
hilarious.
recently, or about our podcast we're planning on doing? The
Oh
next-
yeah.
Yeah, go.
All
You
right.
guys go
So
ahead and talk about the Minecraft podcast.
all right. So me, Jeremiah, Elijah, Spencer, maybe a friend of Adam. Hopefully not Adam. Maybe maybe our friend Mason too. We're gonna start up a Minecraft podcast, and we need suggestions on like game types we should do, or like servers we should join, or just maybe we do feed the beast.
If you want, we could
we
put
do
up
pretty much
we could put up gameplay in the background, just not
Oh,
us
yeah.
talking. Yeah, just like silent gameplay in the background of us playing.
yeah. We can. I mean,
record your Skype.
we can do
call
it. We just.
playing.
I was gonna say we just
Yeah.
need
That's
suggestions.
not really a
do.
podcast then.
We plan. One of the main things we plan on doing is talking about the new update that's coming out 1.6 with horses and whatnot, and also playing just a couple of mini games just to get started out. But we need suggestions on things we should do and things we should play.
And we
So
are
maybe
experts.
I was gonna say if any of you guys want to play with us, we will be more than happy to add you to our Skype call, and we'll
Yes,
play.
we're
with you
looking
guys.
for guests for the show.
Yeah.
Things original.
Yeah,
Yeah.
keep
So.
it original. We'll join your server. I mean, you can do whatever you want. We can start up a server of our own. It can be Feed the Beast, vanilla. The new vanilla update looks really interesting. Actually, I'll give you that. But you're just gonna have to watch the podcast to see.
Yeah.
So the name's gonna be 1 a.m. Minecraft.
Minecraft at 1 in the morning.
Minecraft at 1 a.m.
Okay, so do you guys want to end this off here?
Yes. Can I do the outro?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. This has been the LunchTable podcast, and in the words of the mighty Zisto,
I hate you.
And bleepity bleep bleep bleep. That's all, folks.
Gonna be-
Time for unnecessary censorship.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Good night.
Yeah.